everybody, Sergeant speaking with Work Walker Primitive, going over H5, which is personal hygiene and first aid. I consider I include personal hygiene and first aid under the same H in my philosophy. My 6 H's. It's your first time watching these videos, go back to one. Please watch them in order as they progress through, and it's information you might miss from the first couple. We'll talk about my extended pack and how I developed my extended pack, and from that modern preparedness methods of survival. From an extended stay pack, we can break it down to a day pack and take from it and break that down into an EDC. So that way you can always have a pack that you can always rely on for extended stay, and you can break it down into a smaller day pack if you're just going out for a day trip, or if you're leaving your base camp and want to leave stuff behind. You can go on, and then we have the EDC stuff, which we always carry on us whether we have a pack or not. That, excuse me, we can use those things to help survive. So today we're going over hygiene and first aid. Like I said, I contain both of them in the same thing. So we're going to start out going with over in the main pack first, and then working our way down. It's important to have stuff and availability to stay hygienic in the field. Not just, I mean, even if it's not a survival situation, stay clean in the field. I've been to a few different countries with the Army. I've been to Panama. I've seen people go into the jungles of Panama. We only were out there for a week and come back, and they've had problems that they had to actually get medical treatment and a surgery for just to cure, because they didn't stay hygienic. If they would have stayed clean, if they would have taken time to wash themselves, they wouldn't have had this lifelong problem. There's things that can be prevented in just a camping trip. There's things you can get in a camping trip, whether it's infections, fungus, sores, whatnot, animal bites, bug bites. The smallest little things can hinder you for the rest of your life. So even, this here alone doesn't just cover survival. It also covers just going out there and being generally clean throughout camping or hiking or hunting or doing whatever. But we're going to look at it as stuff that we can prepare to help sustain us for a longer period of time in a survival situation. So obviously in the first part in my main kit, I carry this little hygiene thing here. I do have a microfiber towel. This is a small towel when it's rolled up, but it's actually pretty big. I'm not even going to unfold it all the way because I don't feel like putting it back, but it's a pretty decent sized towel. It's microfiber, so it absorbs a lot of water, and it can wring out very easily, and it's in the store is very nice and tight and very easily. And this also is a multiple use item. In all my other videos, I talked about how I like to carry multiple use stuff, and it's better to carry one thing that has 10 uses than it is to carry 10 things that all have one use. And so there's multiple use for that, because I can use this as shade, I can use it for cover, I can use it for a couple different things, and but its main purpose is for hygiene. In this kit I have some biodegradable soaps. Not necessary, but it's good to have. If I'm going hiking and camping, I'm definitely going to use these. These are waterless soaps, so you don't even have to waste your water. Your purified and disinfected water, you only have to waste using this stuff to help keep it clean, and it's just there to keep bacteria and the funk off of you, and help and to keep you stable. Obviously fire kit, because if you want to keep clean, a good thing to do is have some hot water to bathe with or wash up with. So a fire kit is the next item. As you see, the fire kit's been used in every H so far. Like I said, multiple use items. You want to take things that have multiple uses. But with the fire kit, we can boil water to purify it for cleaning, and or to disinfect it for cleaning. And wash your face, wash up, kind of to clean yourself up, make you feel good. Nothing feels good than wiping yourself down. Some nice hot, clean water. It really boosts your morale, because hygiene also falls in that morale category. If we feel clean and fresh, it boosts your morale a lot. If you're always funky and nasty, you're just going to feel funky and nasty all the time, and it's going to damage your morale. Case in point, going out in the woods training with the Army. I've been out in the woods through the longest stay. I've been on a few 30-day plus training events, and you get funky and you get sweaty and you get nasty and you just feel horrible. But you know, the best I ever felt out there was in the morning when I woke up, or the night before I went to bed, whenever I decided to do my personal hygiene, put on you know, clean myself up, smell good. It was just something that was like, hey, I'm in the greatest moment of my time out there in the woods, was feeling clean, and I felt good about myself. So it's important to stay clean. Obviously the containers, you know, good to have a container to store water in, and you know, the container to be able to clean the canteen cups are great because you can wash out of these. You can actually wash straight out of your canteen cup with a rag or whatnot. You have your bandana and your schmog you can use as rags. You can clean yourself off. Another multiple use item, like I said, this is my waterproof bag for my sleeping bag. When it's waterproof, you can dig a hole out in the ground or whatever and fill this with water, you know, and you have a nice little wash basin you can clean up out of if you decided to. We talked about having the Camelback. A lot of people like to carry them. That's okay, it's personal choice, I choose to. But you can use these as showers. You can hang these up and use them as little impromptu showers if you need to. It's another item from the main kit that you can use. Sorry, yes, I am going through my notes to make sure I don't miss anything. Cutting tools obviously are important, not just for starting fires, but also for first aid. You never know, you might need to poke something out of you, or pull something out of you. You never know, but also cutting bandages, you know, because remember, this is also first aid we're talking about. So along with that, we do have a first aid kit. I'm not going to get into the particulars of my first aid kit. That's for another video. I do have an older video out where I talk about my first aid kit. I'm going to have some more first aid videos in the future. Along with my first aid kit also goes the signal mirror. You need that signal mirror to look at your face. If you stab yourself in the face or you got something in your eye, you need that. You know, and also for hygiene, you know, you want to look at your face, make sure you're clean, make sure you're dirty. If you got something stuck in your teeth, you need it. You know, two things I don't have out here: my toothbrush and toothpaste. Good things to have. Oral care is important. It's very easy to get infections and to get sick and hurt yourself from problems with your teeth. And one, it's good to take care of our teeth. You don't want to lose them. And two, those infections that you can get can really damage you if you don't have proper oral care. And plus, I have another video out on different uses for toothpaste. It's also medicinal first aid uses of toothpaste, and I went over that in that video. So a first aid kit of some sort. Once again, I'm not going to go into the particulars of what's in this first aid kit, but along with that first aid kit, the signal mirror, a hat. I showed this before. It's waterproof. I can use this to fill with water and clean myself out if I need to. So now we're going to break down to our day kit. You know, we want to take from this and make a smaller kit. What's good things to use? Well, obviously, you know, for personal hygiene, you know, you got your containers, so you can store your water and you can wash out of whatever you decide to take with you. For the day kit, I'm always going to have my bandana or schmog. So not only do I have a way to wash my body and dry my body off, but I also have a way to brush my teeth. I have a video on improvised oral care that goes over that, but these are also good for oral care. Can't read my handwriting. Oh, okay. I get it now. Let's talk about a little bit of first aid. You know, am I going to carry this kit in my day pack all the time? No, I'm not. But say I get a cut or whatnot. One, I have that bandana or that schmog on me I can use as a bandage to stop bleeding. I have my cutting tool, which is another thing that's going to be in the day pack. So, and the fire kit also. So I got the fire kit so I can boil my water. I got a cutting tool to help with the fire. I can use this to cut down bandages and whatnot. And I have electrical tape. Electrical tape is great for sealing up wounds. You can even do, if I cut my finger, I can just take the electrical tape, clean it out with some hot water, or not some hot water, but just clean it out with some clean water, and dry it off with a bandana, wrap some tape around it. It'll help seal that up temporarily for first aid. And you can also use the bandanas for bandages, and they're also reusable. You know, just because you use it as a bandana or as a bandage, don't mean you have to throw it away. You can clean it with some hot water. It'll disinfect it. It'll clean it off. I even have some blood stains on here from a couple of cuts. But so you can use that as part of your day kit. The hat is also with you. This signal mirror. So that will be your day kit right there, in a sense. So you always have some hygiene methods and some first aid methods along with you. Now let's talk about the EDC kit. Let's say you get separated from all your gear and you only have what you carry in your EDC kit, which obviously is what you're always going to have with you. Obviously I'll have my hat, so if I need to fill something up, if I get lost from my equipment or my equipment gets destroyed or whatnot, or if I just decide not to take it with me, I have my hat. So if I need to fill up a basin of water, I can fill that up and use that for cleaning. I have the tape, like I said, already mentioned, the tape on my ADC kit, which I can use to make bandages or make butterfly bandages. I also have not that one, in one of these pill capsules I have some small butterfly bandages just in case. I also have a safety pin in there, a safety pin in one, so that way if I need to make, let's talk about another thing about first aid is, you know, say I break my arm or something, I need to make a sling, I can make a sling with my shamag, or I can use a safety pin to pin my sleeve up to my shirt, or use it to pin the shamag together. You also have the safety pin there in case you need to help poke a splinter or something, a thorn out of your skin or whatnot. And then the tape for bandana. Plus I have my cutting tool, which I'll have in my pocket at all time, and then I have my fire starting implements as well. So we can see right there, just in itself, you know, and then of course you have your bandana or your shamag that you can use to wash yourself, brush your teeth, to bathe. You can go to a creek, soak up some water, clean yourself off. It's better than nothing. It's better than being dirty and funky and having bacteria and germs all over you. So you can see right there for that just alone, we have enough to keep us, you know, moderately healthy and moderately clean, and enough to perform first aid on ourselves if we get a cut or some kind of injury. And also, so that's pretty much it for the hygiene, for age 5 hygiene and first aid. Like I said, it's important to put in some considerations to how you're going to help keep clean in the woods, and there's definitely many things that you could do and implement in your kit, and we'll get into, there's different primitive methods, but like I said, right now with these videos I'm focusing on the modern things that we can take out with us to learn those primitive means for those who are beginning and just getting out there. You know, it's a big change if you've never been to the woods for a couple days without no hygiene kit. You know, there's people that go out camping and they take, you know, soaps and shampoos and rags and, you know, all kinds of body fresheners and whatnot, and you know, you don't need all that to stay clean. And some of that stuff is actually a hindrance too. You go out there with some of those perfumed deodorants and perfumed body washes, you're attracting more bugs too. Believe it or not, the perfumes and stuff that are in those soaps and everything, they attract bugs to you. Those soaps that I have here are non-scented, non-perfumed, biodegradable. It's not going to attract any